Hi, I'm Debbie Chronister. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm glad you're joining me today. You can find me at stampwithdeb.com, and I am I'm on Facebook Live every Tuesday at 3 o'clock and Pacific time, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. Let's get started. I have a really fun project for you today. Apple Harvest is one of those sets that's in the Perfect Partners, and for the next few weeks, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be doing one of the stamp sets and some of some of the products that are on sale. So Apple Harvest, which is one of the sets that has the dies that go with it. So these are the dies. They're called Apple Blossom dies, and there's quite a few of them. We have 4 flowers in here. And then there are centers for those flowers. There's a die to cut this image here, which I've already pulled out. And there's little flowers, dies, 2 little flower dies to cut that. There's a scallop, a greeting tag, an apple. One of these is an apple. There's a die for that one. There's a die to cut this out. I love this one. I did that. Oh, I need to do another one of those. That one I did. I think it's a cute get well card. Doesn't that look like a sad face in the middle of that apple? Okay, and so it's just a great set of dies to complement this. So I'm going to show you what I did with those dies. Oops, in here. You're going to have to bear with me today. I'm still a little bit COVID brain, I think. It's nothing new, huh? Okay. So I have one of our boxes, which are called the craft gift boxes that I'm using today. And they come in a package like this. I think there's 10 in a pack. And I think they're like $8 right now, which is a great price. I mean, that's less than $1 a box. Okay, so I am going to take my Sahara sand, and one of the images in this set is this little weave type thing, or lattice. I'm not sure what it is. First I need to determine which one is my top. And I don't think it makes any difference. I think, oh, well, of course it does. The one with the hole in it is the top. You guys are going to have to keep me on track today. I think I need to make sure I'm seeing your comments, because otherwise I might go way off track today. So help me out, guys. I know you guys are good at yelling at me, but I can't hear you yelling, unfortunately. This is not a Zoom, it's a Facebook Live. So, but try to keep me on track, and I'll try to look at your comments. Okay, so this is that little weave, and I'm just going to, and it's kind of interesting because to me it looks like if you stamped it this way and then turned it around and stamped it this way, it almost lines up perfectly. It probably would if I got out my Stamp-A-Majig and played with it. It would probably line up exactly. Look at that. That is so close. But I'm not going to use it that well. I kind of am. Okay, I'm going to stamp this down in this corner. You guys probably want to see what I'm up to, huh? And then I'm going to stamp it going up here because I want that to show at the top. And then I'm just going to give it a couple of stamps over here. I'm going to come out a little further. And here I am going to turn it and go the other way. Look at that. That works well. And I want this end to show. So I use the bigger end because I'm going to put something up here in this corner that's going to cover part of this. And I'm going to put something down here that's going to cover part of this. But I just wanted that little bit on the background just to make it look like it's kind of a basket type thing. Okay. Then this is what I'm making. Is this the most adorable little box? You could put an apple pie in it. You could put all kinds of things in it. I'm not seeing, looks like Facebook Live stopped. Are you guys still seeing it? I hope so. Tell me, are you guys seeing what I'm doing? Are you seeing the cute little box that I have that's decorated? Because mine has stopped. I'm going to close mine and come back in. There we go. Okay. It's back in. All right. Okay. So I have this little apple, which I have cut and colored. And I've colored it with, the leaves are colored with Evening Evergreen Light. And I wanted them that color because I'm going to use the Evening Evergreen ribbon. I used one of our naturals, and there I used the 300 to color my branches, and then my apples are colored in Real Red Dark. So that way you guys will know what colors I've used. I also have these little flowers, and normally I would have colored them in yellow in the centers, but because I have little red apples, they're going to be pink in the centers. So I am using the 1000 from those neutral Stampin' Blends, the ones that are the skin tones that we came out with earlier this year. So I'm just going to give that a little color right in the center of each of those. Okay, and then I want my Wink of Stella. Good old Wink of Stella. It's always good, huh? And I know I'm using it on both cards today, so it should be on my desktop. But I am certainly not seeing it. So I'm going to grab another one out of the drawer. I always have several of these open. And I'm going to come along and just give this a little Wink of Stella on each of these. Okay, just add that on. Then, to the centers of those, I'm going to add another thing that's on sale this week. And that is the, they should be in here, but they're not. Another thing that's on sale is the metallic dots. Uh-oh. Give me a second. Where did I put them? They have all the different colors. They have copper, brass, and like a I have so many more projects going on here. I'm overlapping them. And I have no idea where I put my dots. Okay. I will list them in my my products on my blog. So once I'm done here, I will post it on my blog. But they're the little metallic, and I used the copper ones is what I used. So let's go ahead and get, then one more thing that we need is we need the leaves. So I have taken the leaves. This apple set has 9 leaves, which is amazing. 9 dies to cut these leaves out. So I have taken my leaves and I have put them on a piece of removable tape. It's the kind you can buy. It's the light tack tape, like you can buy it at Home Depot, that kind of thing. And I'm going to use my little Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine here. And what I've done is I've adhered them to the backs of them to that. And then when I go to cut, I'm going to use my platforms, and my paper is going to go on top of them. So if you put it on the bottom, if you flip it over this way, what will happen is all of this in between will stick to your paper and you'll have just nothing but a mess. But if you cut it this way, they'll cut out perfectly. And I'm doing this left-handed. I don't know why. Maybe my left hand is stronger than my right hand. And I'm going to come back through just to be sure that they all got cut. And the other thing that's nice is you can see if they got cut. Okay, that will go in the trash. This will come out. Let's put our machine away. Okay, and I have poked little holes in this so that I know where to punch to pop those things right out. So they just come right out that way. And I did that. What I did is I put them on there and then I poked the holes and then I used it so that, whoops, so that I would know where it was. Because once you cut, you can't see those holes. Except I'm holding everything in there. And just poke those out. They're not coming out. They're being uncooperative because I've got my hand over it. There we go. Okay, so now I will know I haven't lost any of them. So this is great for classes if you teach classes. And that way you'll know exactly where they are and they'll stay together. And you'll go home with all of your leaves. Okay, so I have my little flowers here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a glue dot on the back of my flower. And then I'm going to attach 2 leaves. And this is one of the larger flowers, so I'm going to put a larger leaf on this one. And there are 3 large ones. And then the rest are kind of medium size. And I just want to make sure that I'm getting it on that glue dot so that it'll adhere. So second one. And I'll put another large one on this one because it is a large one. And I'm going to add another large one. Okay, now for the other ones, I'm going to do the same thing. And just attach that. Now this one, I am actually going to put 3 leaves on. This little guy. Make sure your leaves are going on the right side, on the correct side. That, you know how when you die cut, there's a good side and a bad side? Well, that's what you want to make sure of. So that one, and then my last flower. So this does cut out 4 flowers at one time and 9 leaves. So makes for a nice bouquet. And it's all in one pass on the machine, which is really nice. You don't have to keep coming back. And we'll go like that. Okay, now for the 2 smaller ones, I'm going to put another glue dot on those. And I think I'll use my Take Your Pick tool. I want to pick that up and stick it on there because that's going to go flat on my box. And my big flowers are going to go, they're going to be dimensional. Now, even though this is going flat on the box, it won't really be flat. It will be raised up because of all that stuff underneath. So let's get our box over here. And I'm just going to start with 1 flower up here. And the other little one down here. Trying to keep it on the box. Okay, then these are going to go on with dimensionals. And I am going to use the mini dimensionals for these. And I like to use my tweezers to pick that up. And they're just little tweezers that I purchased at the store. Nothing special, except for they have a real pointed nose on them. Okay, and this one is going to go right in there. And this one is going to come over this way. And here's where I need my pearls, huh? Okay, I've stamped a greeting already, and it says, "The greatest gift is a good friend." My son said I should put a good friend in this box. Might be a little bit small. My friends are not this small. And I'm going to attach this with dimensionals as well. So I just want to make sure that's all straight edge right along that edge. So I want to make sure my straight edges are going this way so that I am, it doesn't stick out over. All right. I have to find that bling, don't I? I found it. I knew it. Okay. Oh, I wanted to show you something. Out of the other stamp set that I'm going to show you today, out of the other die set, there is an amazing piece which cuts. There's a die that cuts this. And I thought that would be so cute right along the bottom of that, wouldn't it? Look at that. Is that the most adorable little finish on there? I wouldn't use it on here because it'll hang over my box. But it would be the most adorable little finish on a greeting. So I will be keeping that for that. And I'm just going to attach that right there. Okay, now, since I found my bling, let's put that on. So it's the Brush Metallic Adhesive Back Dots, and they are on sale. So make sure you check them out. And let's see. I use the copper ones, which are the little ones. Yeah, I use the medium-sized. Well, I don't know if they're medium or not. They're 3 sizes. Let's see. There are 4 and 5 millimeters, so there's just the 2 sizes. So I use the smaller of the 2 sizes. Now you could use, a larger and a smaller. You could put the larger ones in the center of the larger flowers. Okay, now I have to finish off. I have my ribbon. And if I had a goodie, I would put it in the box, but I don't have any goodies right now. Being out of town and coming home and then getting sick, I haven't been to the store. So I'm just going to crease my box really good here. And then peel these tabs off. And this box comes just like this. I mean, it's so easy to put together. You can't ask for one that's much easier. Okay, this is going to come off here. And I think there's probably instructions in the package. I didn't look. It didn't seem that complicated to put together. And I have a feeling this is made by 3M. Since it has that 3 on it. You're just going to want to line up those corners nicely. Peel off those tabs. And line those up. Okay, now for the top. Oops, I lost my little apples. So let's put some adhesive on the apples, and I'm thinking I just want to put it up here and attach it just like that, because I'm going to put a bow up there in that corner, and then that way you can see what's inside. I'm going to peel these off and tuck these under. Let's see. Trying not to get in your face when I did it, but I guess I'm going to. Okay, so those are off. Isn't that a cute box? Oh my gosh, I love it. Just curled up my flower. Okay, now this box would stay closed as it is, but I don't like this flappiness here. So I'm going to put a ribbon around it. And I think it looks pretty with the ribbon anyway. So I am going to just wrap my ribbon around, tie my bow. And trim it off. I think I want to pull that a little bit more. Okay, the nice thing about it is now I can scooch it over to this corner. And I'm going to retie it because it didn't tie right. There we go. That's what I want. So I can trim this off a little bit. And there is our box. Whoops. Isn't that adorable? I love it. It's so cute. I have a second project for you today. Each week, I'm planning on doing 2 projects for the next couple of weeks at least, because there are so many things available on sale, and I want to show you how to use them. Now, you guys know I have used this stamp set. If you look on my blog, there's another project idea that I made with this stamp set recently. So you'll find it there. And then the other one I'm going to